There's old Mr. Hawk. Squawking. Could be Miss Hawk. Yeah, it could be the missus. Huh? My brother's wife going out to work. Chase some more of that Monopoly money. What a beautiful sunrise this morning's been. Can't even recall the date. I don't know if it's the 11th, the 12th, what day it is. What's today? I don't even know what day. What is it, Thursday? Huh. I was following that 13 moon calendar too much. Don't keep track of Gregorian anymore. Haven't for 4 or 5 years now. What, since 2012? Yeah, 4 years anyway. Close to it. I know one thing. I can feel the difference with that sun shining on me compared to what it was while it was behind that mountain over there. It sure made a difference. Seemed like it warmed up by 5 degrees at least already. Boy, those clouds were sure pinkish looking this morning too, before it got the sun come up. And I could tell before I come out, I was like, wow, it's going to be an awesome sunrise. I could just tell by the way the sky was looking. I had that pink going on. Pinkish orange, whatever you want to call it. Rainbow effect. I noticed right there where that sun's coming up at the mountain right over there. Before it actually come up, there was a flat line cloud. And right as the top of the sun got to the peak of that mountain, right where the sun's at right now, that cloud, instead of it being a line on a horizontal line like it was, it arched and formed like a half a circle at the front end of it towards where the sun is now. I tried to capture it with some pictures, so we'll see what we got on the photographs, if we captured that or not. I wish I had a nice camera, I'll tell you all that. Because if I'd had a nice camera with zoom telephoto lenses and stuff, wow, that thing was incredible. It went from a flat line to something like a half arch, like up and down, like from 6 o'clock up to 12 o'clock. It was incredible. Right as the top of the sun started to crest over that mountaintop over there. Where that sun is at and that mountaintop, shoot, that mountaintop's probably a good 500 to 1,000 feet higher in elevation. Not that much maybe. Probably at least, I'd say it's a good couple hundred feet, 200 to 300 feet at least, higher in elevation than where I'm at right now, standing taking this. It doesn't look that big from where we're at here, but yet when you get up to it, it's pretty good size. It's called Smith Mountain. Smith Mountain Lake, Virginia, is where we're shooting from. And that mountain is right there. That's Smith Mountain, where that sun comes up over every morning, which gives us a beautiful backdrop to take photographs and video footage from. But I wish I had a better camera to do it with. Something that would reach out and touch over there from here, where this thing zooms in, but nothing like a nice camera would do. This is just a cheap old Samsung Galaxy Note 2 telephone. Boy, look at that. That's incredible. All those rays coming out, and you can see the pinks and stuff. At least I could see that. And it's got that yellow ring right around the outside. I can see that just clear as day right here on the back side of the phone. I'm gonna have to send these to old Ahmed's posse and see what he could do with it, until I get proficient at using some editing to get that color like he does on his photographs. Because I'm probably missing stuff. By not doing that to the photos. Well, looks like it's about above the top of that mountain. Just about all the way up over it now. I've got another minute. Coming up on 8 minutes worth of recording time. Yep, 8 minutes right there. I'm gonna go to 9, and then we're gonna cut her off. Maybe snap a few more pictures. Get back inside by the heat. Another cup of coffee. Warm up. It's been a cold morning. And it's just about all the way up over the top of that mountain anyway, so we'll pan over here and see what we got for color going on over the horizon, all the trees. Try to go slow so it don't lose focus. Boy, look at that camera flare. That's wild how that does that too. That lens flare I meant to say. That's wild how that does that. And I just wonder if it's like NIBIRU like that, and that's all around us. I just wonder if they could pick, which I know they can, they pick up our intentions and know that all of us are out here photographing. I just wonder if they can't use their technology to cause stuff like that to happen. Because I'm seeing like a pink around that white dot over here on the left side of this screen. Like right now, it's just plain white. But as soon as I get aiming it back towards the sun, that thing grows. And I wonder if they can't send us shots like we're, like this and make it appear like it's appearing. Which I would say, yeah, they can. They're connected to our intentions, wanting to get some good images. And they're sending us rays like toward us, like to do this stuff. It's wild. I thought of that a little bit ago. I was like, that would be pretty cool stuff. There's They're up there and they're saying, hey, look at that little ant down there taking pictures of us and what we're doing up here. Look at him. Let's send him something that'll really show up. You know? And all these people, no one's ever thought of that, I bet. Everybody just saying, oh, that's lens flare, that's lens flare, oh, that's lens flare. Well, it's all funny. I've never ever seen it like I do now. I mean, I've always taken photographs, and I've never noticed it like so proficient, so daily, you know, like, because it's like it follows. I mean, I can't move the camera without that thing following right along with me. So it's like maybe they lock a radar on us and say, and wherever we move, that thing comes with it, you know. I don't know. It's pretty wild. All I know, it's pretty wild how that does. Like right now, that little dot's over there on those clouds. You know, I'm not even aimed at the sun. I'm aimed more towards that cloud right there than I am the sun. But yet there's that dot still going. Every time I move, it goes, and now it's almost fading out. Now that I'm turned away from the sun completely, like just barely in the screen. And as soon as I go back, it'll be there. So yeah, it's flared, but yet it's, I don't know, it's wild. And as I get to the sun, it gets bigger, and it puts that pinkish ring around it. Right there, it's almost like a ring, like around a planet or something. As I go up, it goes away. As I come down, it comes back bigger and more. You know, maybe they're saying, all right, we're going to give him something to really shoot. And I went way over 9 minutes. I'm up to 12. So we're going to go to 13 and I'll cut it off. My arms are getting tired of holding this phone up in front of my head, up above my head. And trying to be still as I can. I mean, think about it. They could follow our intentions and say, all right, let's shoot him a beam right at that camera he's holding. And cause this kind of stuff to come up on these videos and captures, images. And say, all right, we'll give them something to show the people. Maybe the people will wake up, you know. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe they do it purposely so we get all these good images that's coming across all over online, and they say, all right, now, you know, eventually people are going to catch on and say, okay, something's happening up above us. And the more people we can get to pay attention and wake up to what's going on and stop paying attention to all the, what I call fear porn coming across their TV sets and everything, we can all put some good intentions and change this whole planet's outcome, you know. That's what we need to do, folks. Raise our consciousness. Have compassion for one another. We're all in this thing together, you know. And the governments around the world want to keep fear mentality because that's like the lowest vibration. Fear and arguing and fussing and fighting and wars and chaos and stuff. That's like the lowest vibration and lowest frequencies we could possibly be at. So that's why they keep pushing that agenda, because they know this stuff. So if we can all just put that the furthest thing from our minds and think about nothing but love and compassion for one another, we're all supposed to be brothers and sisters, folks. You know, love one another, do for one another. Pick each other up when one falls down. Put them on your back and carry them if you have to. Not sit there and belittle each other. It's crazy. It's nonsense. It's ludicrous. Totally. Love can change a whole lot of stuff. I mean, y'all have seen the videos out here where love talked into the water. Well, what's the guy's name? I can't recall right now off the top of my head. Where he does them experiments, you know, he tells the water he loves it, and it forms beautiful geometric patterns. He tells the other glass he hates it. Stuff is ugly, just like the thought, just like the feeling, hate and love. You know, I mean, it definitely makes a difference. Definitely makes a difference, or it wouldn't show up in the water pictures like he's got. You know, or the rice experiments where people put rice and do the same thing. The ones they tell, the jar they tell that they hate, the stuff starts molding and growing bacteria and everything else. The one they say they love, nothing. So there's definitely something to it. You know, I mean, it doesn't take rocket science to figure this out. Or it wouldn't be that way, you know. So love definitely makes a huge difference versus hate, fear, all that. And the more of us that can start having compassion and love for one another and love for everything, even our animal brothers and sisters, you know. It sickens me to see these poor animals all over this planet locked up in zoos, because the only prison we got is the prison of our mind, the 6 inches between our ears. Those poor things are actually physically, you know, just like these people that are locked in prison cells. They're locked behind fences and people coming and gawking at them and talking about them and pointing out at them and throwing stuff at them and got all kinds of stuff. You know, they're being cruelly treated, poorly treated, all just to make $1, a piece of monopoly money, a piece of paper. You know, think about it. It's all for profit, folks. Everything out here is for profit. Profit instead of love. We should be able to go watch the animals out in the wild. No, can't do that no more because they done raped all of the wild for the most part. Yeah, for what? For more profit off of us. Buy, buy, buy. Consume, consume, consume. Throw it away after you're done with it. Instead of give it away, throw it away. There's somebody else out here that could use this stuff, like the other day. Right over here, behind those trees, is a house. The folks that were in it left. It got foreclosed on. They hauled off 4 loads in like 16, at least 16 foot with 4 or 5 foot sideboard on the side of these 16 foot at least long trailers. And they hauled all that stuff off to the dump and throw it away. One of the men told me actually they cannot keep it because the banks will not let them keep it. Said that he's thrown away so many times better furniture than he's even got at his own home. Simply because the banks will not let him keep any of that stuff. They have to take pictures of it and then take it off to the dump and throw it away. Now, is that not insane or is that not insane? Which is it? Freaking insane, people. And this is going on all over this globe, all over this rock, all over this earth, all over the planet. And people wonder why mama's getting mad and you got earthquakes and tsunamis and flooding and all this chaos that she's performing. You ain't seen nothing yet. If people don't wake up, wise up and rise up above all that nonsense, we're all going to feel a whole lot worse pain than we ever thought imaginable. That's my take on it. And I'm coming up on 20 minutes. I know I said I was going to stop at 9, then I said 13. And I'm looking now, this little counter's saying 1946. So at 20 or thereabouts, I'm going to stop it. My arms are about wore out from holding this phone up above my head. Out in front of me here. 20 minutes. That's about enough. All right, folks. Peace, love, blessing, not blessing. Be less. Bless. Be less. And look at all the people that go around saying, bless you, bless you. Yeah, be less. Spell the word out. B-L-E-S-S. Be less. And that's what they want. Everybody to be less. Exactly what I'm talking about. Rise above it. Wise up, rise up. And let the sun shine. Love. From within. In your heart. Your solar plexus. Right there where your heart is. Let that sun shine out like this sun is shining out right now at my heart. I'm speaking to you folks that are going to listen to this and watch it from the heart. This isn't ego talking. Total spirit talking to you folks. The truth, nothing but the truth. And truth shall set us all free. And we got to make that happen though. Like I said, the truth will make you free. And I'm going to keep taking some more images here because the clouds are looking pretty wild. I'm going to pan up to these clouds. Over here, these I can't even see now for the sun. All right, folks. I hope I can encourage y'all with those words to something to think about, food for thought, you know. It's awful funny when things like 9/11 happened, the inside job of 9/11. It's awful funny how Americans can come together then. For a week, for a day, for a week. And then as soon as everything's all over, which it isn't all over. It's not all over for a lot of people that have to go through it and ordeal it for years later. But all these folks around the country, you know, come together and have all these vigils and all this stuff. And then a week later, they're right back doing the same old crap that they were doing before it ever happened. But meanwhile, you got the people that are right there that experience it and have to live with it, like lose their homes and lose everything, lose loved ones. They're going to deal with that for the rest of their time here. And then meanwhile, all the rest of the country goes right back to business as usual. Out of sight, out of mind. You know, where the hell's the unity at there? Where the hell's the love? Where's the compassion? Where's the helping your brother out? Oh, it's only good while it lasts, you know. It's all, in other words, it's all hot air. It's not true. It's not real. Keep it real, folks. Let's keep it real with each other. You know? Mean what you say what you mean what you say. Because some of us know better. Some of us definitely know better. You know? Actions speak louder than words. And with that, peace.